So in this video, I'll be talking about the new DJI Avata 360. This is the Fly More combo with the DJI RC2. I'll do a quick unboxing, kind of cover some comparisons to my other drones that I've got, the 360 Antigravity, as well as the Avata 2, and go over some of the accessories that I already have and plan on using with this drone. So let's check it out. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing. I already took the shrink wrap off. It's not really something we want to go through, and I want to make this video as short as possible. I'm going to do the unboxing and we'll go over that. Looking at the shoulder bag, it is the same style that you see with all of the DJI drone bags. Very good quality material, nice design, different patterns. Really nice stitching here, kind of like a copper gold stitch, which is really nice. You've got, everything's very good quality. All the cases that, or all the shoulder bags that DJI have, they're pretty good overall. Let's see what's in there. So you're going to notice that in the box, everything will be in the shoulder bag itself. So let me go real quick through what's in here. I'm going to go ahead and take stuff out and then we'll kind of talk about it. Real quick, talking about the bag, very good quality bag. It's a different material inside. It's not that softer material, but it's still very good quality. You've got good slots. You've got some Velcro adjustments you can do here. And you've got the mesh bag on the upper part for other items. Just really nice bag overall. You've got a pocket in here with the Velcro. A lot of cool areas to put stuff into. Okay, I'll go over a few things here. First things first, cover some of the things. You've got a little tool here for your propellers. You get 4 propellers here for replacement. You've got an A side and a B side pair of propellers. Really nice to have. You also get this box here. I'm not sure what's in there. Ah, yeah, I see what this is. So in the box, you do have you've got a charging hub. It looks like DJI is kind of steering themselves more into having actual charging hubs for the batteries, and you do get 3 on the Fly More combo with the RC2 controller, and the drone itself has no battery. This is all 3 batteries that you have. You've got the power button here, as well as the USB-C connector here as well. You also have the USB-C to USB-C cable as well for this little cleaning cloth. Kind of nice to have. Manuals for whenever you want to read, and you also get some nice stickers on the back here. I also have the DJI RC2 controller here, and I've got this already for some of my other drones, but I decided to get this with the RC2 controller because for the most part I will be flying the drone more with this initially, and then I'll be looking at my other options that I know I can do with this drone. But again, nice RC2 controller. I've got other videos if you want to look at my other videos that kind of go over the RC2 controller. You do have your sticks here in the bottom that you can pull out and actually screw into this here as well. You've got the different modes of flight, cinematic, normal, and sport mode, which is cool. And again, I've got other videos to kind of go more into the details. I won't go through a lot on this. Again, I do have some other videos that you can watch, and you can get some more detail on this controller. But again, for the price, this kind of worked better for me because I already have other accessories that I can use with this drone. Now, another thing I saw that's really cool is that they include the actual landing pad. And I've got different landing pads. I've got one that is a little bit larger. I like these newer ones that actually fold up a little bit better. You actually have the same size, but then it is actually small when you fold it, which is really cool. And I do like the fact that they put the logo there. That's kind of slick. Is it double-sided? No, it is not double-sided. It's only one side. The back here is just all black. But still, though, I kind of like that. I love the fact that it's a small, compact size. The anti-gravity drone does not come with it. The actual landing pad, you do have to buy it as an accessory. It is extra. So I kind of like the fact that DJI decided to include this with the combo package. So I think that's great. All right, let's look at the actual drone itself. So here is the Avata 360. Kind of look at a few things. Here's one of the batteries. I'm going to go ahead and place that in here. If you notice, it kind of goes kind of like this pretty much. Now, some of the things I like about this is you do have the USB-C connector here. So you've got the USB-C here. It does come with a protective cover for your camera. Now, you got different modes here when you're flying this. Initially, it'll start with just the one lens and the other one in the back. As soon as you get this into flying mode, it will actually switch this over to both lenses, and that's kind of nice overall. You do have the omnidirectional obstacle sensing here as well. I believe that's a LiDAR as well for the 360 sensors down here as well. So you've got, again, going into some of the features is the omnidirectional obstacle sensing, which is great. And here is the kind of like the Avata 2. You've got the propeller protection with this around here. You can't replace this. I mean, it's pretty much part of the drone itself, but it's pretty sturdy if you look at it. And I guess this is more for the cooling. I don't see any kind of bottom light, although with the Avata 2 you don't have a bottom light either like the other drones do. So it's all good. On the anti-gravity, you've got some sensors at the bottom, but it does have a light, LED light at the bottom, unlike this one here. Now this is big. If you look at this here in comparison to the Avata 2, it is definitely, if you look here, there's definitely a difference in size. It is a bit larger, and battery wise does seem to be a little bit larger. These are not interchangeable, obviously, because they're a different size battery, so that's something to keep in mind. In my case, I bought the 3 batteries. I think that'll be sufficient for me for now, and if I need to get more, I'll look into that. And other things to look at, let me cover real quick. The sensor is the 1-inch sensor, the usual flagship, DJI 1-inch sensor. You've got 8K 360 degree, 8K being that you've got 2 lenses. That's what makes it 8K, but it's really 4K per lens. And you do have both single mode or dual mode on this for your camera, so you can do 4K 60 or 8K 60 as well. And other things that you can do with this is you've got, FPV-like capability to fly when flying this. You can, as far as compatibility is concerned, you can use your goggles N3, and I believe the goggles 3 will also eventually be compatible. I believe it may be already. So if you've got goggles N3 like I do, I'm planning on linking that up with this drone and using that. If you are going to use that, you're going to also need your DJI motion controller. This is motion controller 3, And again, using the goggles N3, I'll be using this. I believe there's work, if not already, compatibility with the actual FPV controller, and that's something I'll have to check out and see if I can. Again, I need to check into that as well to see if that capability is there. Now, compared to the Insta or the anti-gravity from Insta360, if you look at this guy is about the size of the DJI mini drone, and it is 250 gram and under type drone compared to this guy. Now this guy is not. Now one of the reasons I got this versus the fact that I already have this is that if I have to deal with wind conditions that are a little bit more stronger than a 250 gram drone can handle, I'd rather have this guy than risk losing this one because of heavy winds. So that is something that you want to consider when looking at going with the DJI Avata 360 versus the anti-gravity. And again, I like the anti-gravity because of the size, portability. It's great. It's small. I can carry it with me. It's not a problem. Although the goggles themselves are a little bit bulky, obviously. But this one will be way more bulkier. So I'll have to see the differences with it, but you know, the functionality of it, fundamental functionality as a 360-degree drone, it's pretty much the same. As far as features and stuff, there might be some differences between the two, but again, it's something you want to decide on. Price was one thing I didn't like as much on the anti-gravity. It is rather pricey compared to the DJI product. So that was something that kind of was a little bit of a showstopper. I wish it was less expensive. How would you decide what you want to buy? If you're a DJI fan, obviously you'd probably go, if you don't have anything to begin with, probably would go with the Avata 360. The only gotcha today, in the time of the making of this video, is the fact that it's kind of hard to buy drones nowadays here in the US because of, you know, regulations and stuff. That kind of makes it a challenge. But if you're a hardcore DJI guy, you probably want to get this. Now, like the anti-gravity, both have their own desktop studio app. You also have a phone app that you can use for the videos. The fact that these are 360-degree drones, you're having to do an extra step when it comes to editing. Because these are 360-degree video, you're having to use their studio app and having to edit that first, and then from there you're kind of throwing it over to your other editor to make your final video. It is an extra step that you have to do, and it can be a showstopper, but that's just the nature of the 360-degree video, unless you can find an editing tool that will actually allow you to do both. Again, the wind factor makes me lean more to the Avata 360 versus the anti-gravity. Again, that's just, again, the nature of the size of this drone. The fact that this is 250 gram type drone, you're going to be susceptible to high winds. You could lose your drone. So that's one thing that I look at if I was taking this. Now, if I travel, this would be more ideal because it's a lot smaller, easy to carry, lighter on a backpack, so I would lean more to something like this. So that's something else to consider. Now there is on this guy, I didn't cover earlier, that you've got built-in memory. Also, I kind of failed to note earlier that along with built-in memory or built-in storage, you also have the micro SD card slot in this USB-C area here. So in this little flap on the side, you've got both the, again, like I said, the USB-C connector and the micro SD slot for your micro SD card. So you've got some level of memory that is built in, along with the option of using a micro SD card. I kind of like the micro SD cards, But I like the fact that if I do forget my micro SD card on this, at least I've got a certain amount of storage. The amount of storage, I remember now, is about 42 gigs. And again, that's onboard storage. And like I said, it's not a lot, but it's good. It's better than nothing, especially when you forget your micro SD card. And I've had that happen where you pulling it out so I can edit the video and I forget to put it back into my drone. So that's a definite plus. You know, real good quality design. I mean, this is sturdy. I mean, it is definitely not a light drone. And compared to the Avata 2, weight-wise, they're pretty close. But again, larger in size than even the Avata 2. Compared to this guy, yeah. I go with the anti-gravity again too, because I do have the X5 camera, action camera as well. It's a 360-degree camera. I've done some editing with it, so I'm used to it. And so I kind of bought this first because this was available prior to this one coming out. So I have both there. And let's see. Again, this was kind of an impromptu type video. I essentially just got this and I just want to cover this with you guys. Again, both are good products. I would say look at some additional features online and find out if you can find this in the US. That's a challenge right now. And compare prices. I bought this through B&H Photo. No, I'm not affiliated or anything with them. I just like buying products with them. And I use my Payboot card because I don't have to pay the taxes. And that's another reason why I like their site. I also buy camera gear with B&H Photo. Again, they're not affiliated. They're not paying for anything, but I do like using them. But nowadays, I believe you can find this in different places, but do your research. You know, definitely do your research on this. Well, there you have it. Again, this is the DJI Avata 360. It's a Fly More combo with the RC2 controller. And like I said, I've got plenty of other accessories that I can use with it. If you don't, you do have other bundles that you can buy. One that does come with the RC N3 goggles, or the goggles N3 essentially, and the actual Motion 3 controller. So again, you have that bundle as an option. I chose it, this one of course, with the RC2, and mainly because I already had the goggles N3. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to click on the like for me and subscribe. That does help me with my YouTube stats. And thanks for watching this video and have a good day.